I've had this conversation a bunch. I've had this conversation so much on here with friends, by myself, to myself. I've had this conversation so many times. I feel like I'm the only one going insane over how much touch controls. I feel like I am like an old man yelling at fucking clouds. God damn it. Fuck. I fucking cuss before 30 seconds. I'm gonna get fucking spawn fucked by fucking age restriction. Whatever, right? What was I saying? I feel like I'm the only one. You, you know you know that picture of Joker from the Killing Joke where he just looks fucking insane. I mean, he always looks insane, but this specific image, I mean, it's used in memes. He just looks fucking insane. I feel like that's how I look when I talk about touch controls because I hate them with a burning fucking passion. Because even when I was switching, right, I was a late transitioner. I went from having like I had I had a cool ass fucking. It was my sister's hand me down, but it was my second phone. I think it was my first phone. It was so fucking cool. That shit had so much fucking swag, bro. Like I was genuinely walking around with like back, like looking at it in hindsight, bro. I had so much fucking steez, bro. These motherfuckers was walking around with a fucking iPhone 5. Or I had my LG that flipped. It didn't even flip. It slid up to the side to reveal the keyboard for texting. And then on the front it had like the little LCD and the fucking the buttons to make the phone calls quick. And I switched. My mom was like, "Yo, like you could have my old Samsung. It's your birthday. You could finally get a smartphone." Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Like I was really happy. I started typing. I'm like, whoa, this is what all my friends been doing. They've been typing with their fingers, like they didn't have to press no button. They just touch their fingers on the fucking screen. And then it was obviously, it was hard transition because like I would fat finger because just whatever input the fucking screen felt, it was like, yo, let's just go with that. So I'd be fucking typing, fucking fat fingering. So that was a learning curve, and then years and years, and I got used to. Well, not years. It didn't take me years. Like maybe months, maybe weeks. Okay, maybe weeks. I got used to it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. It was like a fun little novelty at first. Hold on, I gotta fart. Okay, fucking pause. Jesus fucking Christ, it's playing it. It's doing it. Fast forward to today. I have some serious I have some serious problems with touch controls. My main one being, why the fuck is it on everything? Why does every fucking appliance nowadays have fucking touch controls? Like even our washing machine, right? It has I don't even know how to explain it. They're not even real buttons. It's like a little plastic flap, like super light flap. You tap on it, and it'll be your temperature controls. But my main issue are fucking headphones. Who the fuck was sitting at these fucking conferences? You know, all the engineers and shit, and they were like, pitching ideas, and they were like, yo. Well, obviously they weren't engineers, but someone smart had to be at that table to be like, yeah, this is feasible. But who the fuck was pitching the idea? Well, one day, oh, ass is hurting. Someone showed up to that fucking meeting. He's like, yo, I'm about to blow your fucking mind. What if we made your controls on your headphones touch, touchpad? What if we put touch controls on your fucking headphones, right? You know, the shit that you use to pretty much do anything, right? Pause, play, skip, fast, rewind, fucking volume up, volume down. Yeah, what if that was all dependent on your fucking fingers? Or okay, obviously you're using, but hold on. What if this shit was all dependent on fucking capacitative technology rather than mechanical technology? I want bad things to happen to whoever that was. I'm not gonna say what I want specifically done to them. I want bad things done to them. I want them to get the fucking Salem witch fucking treatment. Because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Right? I've gone through a lot of headphones. I listen to music pretty much all day. I'd be in class with my AirPods in. I'd be in fucking class with my wired shits in. When the AirPod Gen 1, I don't know who's I don't know who still got a fucking a pair of Gen 1 still kicking, bro. Those shits died on me after like they gave me like 2 good years. Then the battery, you put them in for like 2 minutes and be like, and it'll fucking disconnect on you. And then what did I get after that? I used my Beat Studios. Right, those last me a long time. Literally, again, wore them fucking everywhere. Then the leather pad started breaking. I was okay. This is kind of annoying because I would come home and I'd have fucking black fucking specks on my ear. So I just for a while it was the wire shits. The OG iPhone, came with the iPhone. Dusted those off. And it was alright. It was a good time. Fast forward, it's like 2019, 2020, 2021. Within that span, I get some Beat earbuds, some Beats, AirPod, true wireless shits. Those shits had buttons. You click, pause, skip, you know, rewind, triple click. Those headphones did a number on the way that every time I get every other headphone I had after that has been, pause. Pause is one input, two inputs for skip. I don't know if that's um I don't know if that's the general consensus, like how they're usually set up, but the latest headphones I got were not configured like that. They were configured fucking stupid shit. Every headphone I get, I make sure to configure the control so it's 2 to skip, 3 to right, but that's unimportant. Those break. Those give me another. Those give me like 3 years. Like those gave me 3 good years. 4. I think those give me 4. Give me 4 good years before they unfortunately passed on me. Well, my headset just decided to fuck off for whatever reason. They not low battery, not. They just said, you know what? Let's take a fucking break. Well, I said, what was I talking about? Right? The Beats gave me, you know, they had a good run. Then I leveled up, got some Sennheiser. They were like some sports, mind you. Right? They were like, yo, we're sweat rated, so you can sweat all over these shits and they'll work perfectly fine. Don't worry about sweating. Don't worry about getting any exercise. This is where this is where I was starting to reach the fucking boiling point. Where I would take these everywhere. I would hoop in them. I would fucking run in them. Whatever the fuck I was doing, those were there. And then I'd be like, oh man, I hate this fucking song. Skip. And for some reason now I'm fucking it didn't skip. It just paused the fucking song and now I'm talking to Siri. Cause right, they're sweat rated. But here's the kicker, right? If you get sweat on the touch controls, the beautiful thing is it recognizes the fucking moisture in the fucking liquid, the sweat as fucking your fingertip. So what happened is, right, I would double tap because it was a touch panel. But it was beautiful. I didn't mention that. It was beautiful. It was a touch panel. I would I would, 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 I'd be sweating. I would use the back of my hand because if I was using if I was playing basketball outside, my hands were all fucking dirty and shit. I would use the back of my hand and I would double tap, right, but the sweat would make it the first contact with the sweat. It registers the first tap, but the sweat makes it seem like it's a hold. So I'd sit here and I would double tap and be like, yo, on to the next fucking song, right? And be like, no, no, no. Siri, he got something to say to you. And so right, I'm listening to music. All of a sudden, Siri's like, fucking calling some dude that you haven't talked to in fucking 10 years. Because that's what you wanted, right? You wanted to talk to fucking Howard from fucking first grade that you haven't fucking talked to in fucking 30 fucking years. Whatever, right? You just gotta deal with it. Those died. Taking a piss. They're meant for sports. They're meant for rigorous activities, right? They're supposed to stay in. Taking a piss, they slip out, fall and piss. Obviously, I was trying to salvage those fucking headphones, so I immediately took them out, fucking piss on my hands and fucking whatever else is in that fucking toilet, and just fucking wash my hands and wash those shit just fucking thoroughly with soap and water. And they fucking died like 2 weeks later. Right, and before those, I had the XM5s, the Sony's. Oh, don't even get me started, bro. I'd be listening to music, winding down before going to sleep, and my hair would be wet. My hair would be wet. I have long hair, and literally one fucking strand of hair could fuck up the whole vibe. I'll be fucking listening to music, and one strand of hair falls on the fucking touch panel, and then it's like fucking fuck, what was it? Touch to speak to chat activated or whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know what the fuck it was. It was useless. I didn't know. I didn't even know if or how to disable that fucking useless fucking shit. So there was that. But I never had a problem while I was exercising. It was just the fucking wet hair. But again, it wouldn't be a problem if it was a fucking mechanical button. Now I got these skull candies. Right, the Sennheisers died. I got the skull candies. They got a touch panel. I can't say I was excited when I found that out, but it was a gift. So I was like, fuck it. We ball. And ball we did, and then sweat we fucking did. And I'm trying to fucking, this is the shit that pissed me off, because the Sennheisers would be like, Siri, and I would just tell Siri to fuck off. And she would leave and the music would start. These pieces of shit. You would hold the fucking touch panel, and it apparently holding the touch panel is like bound to like 30 million different fucking uses. You would hold it, it would start pairing. You would hold it, it would fucking switch to fucking, noise canceling or fucking no noise canceling. So we can see how this. So I would hope you can see how this would fucking piss me off while I'm hooping. My hands are dirty because the ball's all over the fucking floor. So I use the back of my hand. I'm like, okay, I fucking hate this song. This was a particular day where Apple Music was fucking me with the playlist. So I'm trying to skip. Shit turns off my fucking ANC. Okay, cool. That's fine. Another song, I'm able to skip the song. I wipe down the fucking earbud with my fucking shirt and I skip. And the next song is alright. The next song, I'm like, dude, I've heard this song 30 times already. I don't want to listen to this while I'm hooping. And then I skip. I don't skip it. I tried to skip it. The intention was to skip it, but the fucking earbuds, the sweat in my earbuds was like in cahoots. I was like, yo, let's prank him. I double tap on the shits. Ready to fucking pair. Great. That's what I fucking need. At least with the other headphones, Siri would show up when I'm trying to skip, and I would just tell Siri, yo, just skip the song. Right? At least I could do that. These, it's like now I have to wait for them to fucking pair to a device that it doesn't even know how to. There's no device to pair to other than my phone. So I gotta sit here and wait 30 seconds with no music. Pissed. Cause why the fuck would this even like? Why is this even a thing? Whatever, man. Fucking. I seen on TikTok someone's stove had fucking. You would touch it to turn it on, touch it to fucking to increase the fucking temperature. Lower flame with the touch. A fucking coffee machine has a fucking touch panel. It's an amazing world. Fucking tap the fucking toilet to fucking flush. Tap to tie your shoes. Tap to eat. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that. Fucking hate it all. Swear to God, bro. One of these days I'm gonna snap and I'm gonna buy a fucking old. I'm just gonna pick up one of my old fucking flip phones and just live the rest of my life fucking uh just texting, fuck, double tapping number, or double clicking, triple clicking to get to the letter I want. Or I had that really fucking cool phone that you would flip up and you have a full keyboard. So not all, not all is gray. You can whatever, right? I fucking hate touch controls. That's I'm out.